But I wanted to get into yourself now, man. The career of Joey Spencer. I feel like you got some news to tell us. Could you please let the fans of FightHype know what's going on?
Absolutely. I'm fighting April 13th in Minneapolis, Minnesota on Peter Quillen versus Caleb Truex card. So I'm looking forward to that. I'm about a month out right now. Training camp's going the best it ever has. I'm feeling fantastic. So I'm looking forward to it. I'm moving up to 6 rounders in this fight. So that's a step up in my career. And I'm just looking forward to getting some rounds in and showing people my skills on April 13th.
Almost all of your fights already as a professional, they've been televised. Is this fight going to be televised as well?
Yep, Fox Sports 1. Everybody can tune in on Fox Sports 1 on the night.
And do you know the opponent yet for this fight?
Not yet. It's narrowed down. I don't want to say anything yet because I'm not exactly positive. Things can happen, especially at this stage, this far out, things can happen. But I have a couple names that I know it's narrowed down to, and I'll make a more official announcement probably on my social media and announce that when it's all completely locked in.
What have you thought that even though you're 18, people are already like, who are these guys he's fighting, as opposed to, just letting you get your first couple fights in. But people already at 18, they're like, who's he fighting? They want to see some competition, I guess.
Yeah,
already.
I mean, it's a compliment to me. To hold me to a high standard just means that you believe I can handle it. Or if you want me to lose, or even if you want to see me fight higher competition, that just means that I'm doing what I'm supposed to be doing with the competition you put in front of me now. So, I've got a good management team. They're not going to rush me. I want to fight everybody. I'm willing to fight anybody and everybody, but it's the management team's job to handle the business of it and move me along right. And the fans are just going to have to wait. But at the same time goes fast. I mean, 2 years from now is going to come by in a snap of a finger, and I'm going to be fighting for world championships. And that's when everything's really going to get started. Right now, just enjoy watching me progress, and I'm going to keep knocking dudes out too. So that's always fun to watch.
Yeah, because you're 6-0 with 6 knockouts. So
yeah,
is it
trying to keep that going? So
how long do you think you can keep that streak going?
I don't know. I know I can probably keep going. I've always looked up to people like Wilder who had like the 40-0, 41-0, whatever it is with all knockouts. I always liked the way that looked. So I don't know if we'll be able to take that far, but we're gonna go as far as we can. Hopefully, we can at least maybe hit like a 20-0 mark, all knockouts.
Do you want to make the highlight reels with this one, being that it's on TV? So if you were to get,
absolutely, it's always the goal. I don't want to just knock them out. I want to really get a highlight reel type knockout that'll, that viral type knockout. That's always fun to get, and it's a good feeling. So I'm looking forward to, putting on for the fans on April 13th.
I'm sure that statement will make guys eager to take the fight for April 13th.
Yeah, exactly. I'm trying to smack dudes on April 13th, and then no one ever takes a fight. That's fun.
So, but yeah, man, just because you've been doing great, and you're doing like we talked about earlier, because even Boom Boom Mancini, former lightweight champion, he said after you bombed out your last opponent on the Caleb Plant Uzcategui undercard, he's like, this kid's too good. I gotta see him. I think Ray wants you to fight Jamel Charlo and Jarrett Hurd next.
Soon enough. Like I said, I think he meant that all in as a compliment, if anything. I think he just means, he wants to see me tested, and I think a lot of people do, and I'm looking forward to some people are doubters and they want to see me tested because they want to see me fail or they want to see how good I really am. But I'm looking forward to proving everybody wrong if they need to be proved wrong. And if you're supporting me, then I'm just looking forward to making everybody proud and doing the best I can to put on good performances. At the end of the day, I want to go down as someone who fights the best and really fights those wars in boxing and puts on those fan-friendly performances and legendary fights.
And lastly, man, it's great that you're more and more we're getting your face out there by getting the knockouts on TV. You're doing interviews with lots of different people.
Absolutely.
So what do you want to let the fans know? do you want to let the fans know, or maybe even campaign, like Errol Spence got 2015 Prospect of the Year,
Yeah.
Tiafimo got it last year.
Yeah.
Do you feel like this year, 2019, that should be your award to get?
After I do what I'm gonna do this year, then yes, absolutely. I think if I have another year like I had last year, and even a little bit more stepping up the competition, I got PBC Prospect of the Year last year in my first year out, and then this year I want to get the real big, like, ESPN Prospects of the Year and all that. I think that's going to be rightfully mine at the end of the year. I mean, I don't want to. A lot can happen. It'd be a blessing to get Prospect of the Year. Things can happen as far as injuries and whatever. But if I have a healthy 2019 and I get 5 fights in this year and I win them all in dramatic fashion, which is my plan to do so, I think it's rightfully Prospect of the Year on all the biggest networks is rightfully mine.
And what do you think it is about what people are going to see about the way you fight that'll show them you're as good as any let's say prospect coming up right now?
Eventually they're going to see that I got the total package as far as anybody can have skill, anybody can have toughness. I think that I've got a special will to compete, a special competitive edge. I really do. I don't like to lose, and I love to win. And also, I've got the ability to adjust, and I've got a great boxing IQ. Some people don't. If you've only got one way to fight, you're going to lose eventually. You got to be able to adjust in the ring, and the more I'm able to get in the ring in front of the fans in different situations against different opponents, I'm going to be able to show that I've got the IQ to adjust in the ring at any time. I'm looking forward to those, fights down the line that I look forward to adversity. I hope I have some adversity just so I can show the world that I can bounce back. I think that's a way that you can judge and measure any competitor. And I mean, of course, you do it like Floyd did it and never have to. I mean, he had made a lot of adjustments in his career, but as far as adversity goes, he was mainly pretty dominant.
Mm-hmm.
And that's an amazing competitor. I don't, think that one trumps the other. I mean, adversity doesn't make you a great fighter above a fighter like that. But at the same time, I look forward to having adversity and being able to rise above it, just for myself and for the fans to be able to see that I have that in me.
All right, thanks, Joey, man. April 13th in Minnesota, back on FS1. Joey Spencer, 6-0, 6 knockouts.
Appreciate you guys. Thanks.
Thank you, guys.
All right, appreciate it, man.